whether the CS says or whether it sees the light of day or it doesn't, I think we can only say it is good because it has set us thinking.
Absolutely. Correct.
Okay?
Yes.
And so even if we engage on this, I think it is important so that we preempt a number of issues that should not happen. It's, Banasias, and I want to use some analogy of some kind, that, you know, we, the representatives of the people, are like the fathers of the public. KIA is our baby because it's a public institution. Your son, let me say your son in quotes, or KQ, has come with a proposal to marry our daughter, KIA. And we are reluctant for these reasons. And one of the reasons is my daughter, KIA, who is very healthy, and we are still to get a clean bill of health on this proposer called KQ. We are very reluctant to give a healthy girl to a not so healthy man, infected or whatever it is. So that is why we are asking the question, is KQ really the appropriate suitor for KIA? And two, what happens to the other siblings of KIA, that is the other airports? JKIA, because basically what KQ wants is JKIA. What happens to the other airports that are dependent on JKIA? Because the other airports have not broken even. I think this is really where our discussion is coming from. And this is a concern of the public. Thank you.
The concern of the parent, the mother. Okay, you have to go that and hurt. Very good. Honorable Abdul Salam, then I come to Odege, then the CS.
Chair, I just want to build on what she has correctly raised. And of course, she has really touched the nerve. The nerve is we have a number of airstrips across this country. And that way, we love, some of us love KAA, to be very specific, more than KQ, because KQ is only serving Nairobi, while KAA is serving the entire country. If we find there is a move to slow the growth of KAA at the expense of KQ, then you will find our guns blazing. That said, Mr. Chairman, I think I also need to be guided a bit on this PIP proposal. While I strongly agree with the CS that we are looking for solution-oriented approach.
What is your point about Mugambi?
Mr. Chairman, I think we are losing it now. We'd like to go to the original question, because now we have moved to other aspects which are not related.
All right.
So we stand protected despite the fact that the member has made his opinion, and of course the CS is able to capture all that and give a favorable feedback on the set. So my question is, I feel that we have moved far ahead with PIP by already getting a transaction advisor who was paid close to a sum of money, and still we feel that ours is just to have a merger between KA and KQ, and the move to reach there is not still clarified. Maybe you could shed some light on this.
Okay. Before the CS does that, I will follow. Yes, Honorable Odege.
I don't know whether I'm the devil's advocate, but when I look at the whole issue, the way it's going, there is a serious lack of leadership in this process. Because even as we are talking now, and even how the KQ came about to make a proposal to the so-called lady, the way Honorable Peris is putting it, and listening to the CS, and you can read a very clear indication that even the process which is, we are talking about PIP here, they are not certain of the outcome. There is serious lack of leadership in this process. It's like KQ is driving it, not the government taking charge or in this process. I don't know whether I'm the one seeing it, but there is serious lack of leadership in this process.
I'm seeing a lot of heads nodding like this. I think is that in agreement, Honorable Naika?
Yes, Chair. Yes, Chair. Because I raised first question and I said, how come KA is reluctant? And he said he's not aware. No, we saw a document, and the managing director of KA was here. He said he was very strange to the issues that were being raised by KQ at that time. And maybe if now they have held KQ at KAA at hostage and now forcing them to agree, that's fine. But what I know is that this is a wrong direction. Thank you.
No, we are not. So, yes, I think so that let me follow on the Mugambi's direction, which is saying actually maybe even on we have touched on other questions which are ahead of us. But yes, what it does not come out clear is the question asked by Honorable Kashagwa. In your summary to this committee, what is this PIIP say? Just in summary, what is it? We're hearing PIIP. So Honorable Kashagwa then said, CS, can you explain to this committee, maybe in summary, what does it say?
Chair, let me, I think before Honorable Kashagwa mentioned the issue about PIIP, Honorable Mugambi was still insisting he's not clear about the policy shift, because that's where I started. That's where I started. Even before these jargons of PIIP came up, I started from the policy position, because government is about policy. Yeah? And then after policy, it goes to the corporates. The corporates in this case is KQ and Kenya Airports, right? Guided by their advisors. That way then you come up with an outcome, which then you have to bring back to government. That's why I say the government, through cabinet, directed, after they do all their financial engineering, whatever is required, after they do all that, they still come back to cabinet through the CS transport. I go and prosecute the case in cabinet. Cabinet may come and say, after all that financial engineering, they don't like it. And so that must be left the way it was. And so, once again, Mheshimiwa Mugambi, the policy shift was predicated on the challenges we are facing in the aviation sector. As simple as that. And 70% of Jomo Kenyatta Airport is KQ. And so, to have a robust aviation sector, you must manage them together. And then please let me emphasize once again. And then the issue about PIIP. Proposals were made, like I said. Proposals have gone into a specialist unit of government, which is the PPP unit in National Treasury. And I will tell you, that's the body which is mandated to go into all those details and decide, is this workable or not? With that, then we come back and say, we can give approvals for the next level. But you see, that PIIP was not originated by the ministry. Yes, it was originated by the private party, which is Kenya Airways. Now, once again, I'll be discussing things which may not happen, because if that proposal is not approved, for example, shouldn't we be talking about what are the other options to achieve this policy direction? That is my view, Honorable Chair.
Yes, that is your view, but you have not answered the question. And if you don't know CS, just say I am not really privy to the PIP. It's okay, because so that we can move forward. We don't want to conclude like that, but we are almost concluding as a committee so that we can be able to move to other questions. Because yes, the question we are not asking you whether it is good or bad, whether it will be approved by PPP or not. Members are saying, what in summary, what is it asking? What is this PIP asking? So whether it's going to win or not win is not our question at the moment. Just a summary of what is it?
Well, in general,
yes,
the way it was put together was how Kenya Airports and KQ would form what we call a special purpose vehicle, which then will be running Jomo Kenyatta Airport. How the details are worked out is a process of negotiation. I think so that is very clear, that when you have a PIIP, you have to create a vehicle whereby both parties get involved. In this case, it was a special purpose vehicle, whereby they would agree, for example, on concession fees. They were ready to discuss a lot of details. Those details is not for the ministry to comment on. The two parties involved are the ones who discuss that after PPP unit in National Treasury have given approval. They have not. So even in terms of details, we shall be scanty in terms of details, because that will come out after the PPP unit give approval to Kenya Airways to continue with the negotiations. So, Chair, I think as of now, that's all I can say.
Okay.
It's a special purpose vehicle, SPV, which will be managing the airport, but I may be talking about academic situation because maybe it's not going to be approved.
Okay. Honorable Sheriff Mose.
Thank you, Chair. I have seen the CS more or less like saying we are not sure whether we are proceeding in this direction. Chair, or CS, if you look at the paragraph, that's paragraph 1 of your response to the PIIP. You've said the higher following concerns that have been raised by the public. We are now exploring other options.
Wait, where is that? Can we follow that?
Page 3 and 4.
3 and 4?
Yes.
Paragraph?
The first paragraph.
Or issues concern of the people?
Yes.
Okay.
No, but that is a continuation from.
So that might help you in understanding that?
Yes.
Okay.
I am saying that, you know, from the PIIP,
yes.
It's like, you know, having listened to various concerns, it's like they are thinking that that is not an option, that they can pursue the PIIP.
We'll reach there when we are there. So I think the CS, without cutting you, okay, is coming to that after your question of legal process. I think you've heard the CS himself giving that one or two words summary of what is this PIIP, SPV, to JKIA, and that. So I think you've heard that, honorable members, and we can be able to proceed to other questions so that we don't belabor a point that has been already handled. So now we go to question of Honorable Shadrach Mose on legal issues. Shadrach Mose? Honorable Barama, you had a question.
Nam